Okay. Now, usually, actually, today we are talking about a very interesting and contemporary tool, which is database marketing, direct marketing, personal selling, these kinds of tools that are all resting on the use of data. In our businesses now, we are always collecting data, different kinds of data. Actually, ironically, is that some of the tools that of the most important tools that we should use in our marketing communication plans seem a little bit boring, like the idea of database and collecting data and organizing it and then disseminating it for decision making and so on. However, they are also some of the most important tools. As you can see in database marketing, usually two things happen. What is happening in database marketing? It's basically you are collecting information related to the consumer. This information can be operational information, like accounting information or transactional information. When you go and you buy, you have a receipt, you have an account, you have a number, you have how much you bought with, you have the date. This is kind of what we call operational information. And we have marketing information, which is your age, your gender, your psychographics, your demographics, and so on. So this kind of information is collected by the brand or the company, and then it is stored, and then it's organized, and then it is analyzed, and then it's disseminated for decision making and for having marketing insights from them, from creating new ideas for products and brands and so on, for tracking down your customers, for identifying your customers. This is the most important objective for database marketing. Two main objectives, as you can see. Identifying customers, all kinds of customers, current, potential, loyal, past customers, why did they leave, what happened, identifying all kinds of customers, defining them demographically, psychographically, and all this, and even operationally. And the second main objective is to build long-term relationships with these customers. If I know you, I can predict your future behavior. Therefore, I can target you better. I can attract you better. I can try to transform you from a normal customer to a loyal one. For example, I know that Jude comes every this time to bring this, to buy this from the store with this amount of money and so on. So I can kind of predict when the next visit is going to be for Jude. What is she going to buy? What is her favorite product list? What does she like to do most in the store? If she's going to a restaurant, what is the meal that she's always ordering? There is information. So I'm using this information. I want to transform Jude from a normal customer to a loyal one. But I use database for doing that. That's very interesting. Thank you to technology, of course, and to the amount of things happening around this now. For example, like the CRM software, very popular in many companies now, in tracking down all touch points between the brand and the company and utilizing this information for decision making. So let me quickly first I'm going to show you a video. It's a little bit long, but actually it just summarizes what we're coming to talk about today. So that's why I think it's a nice idea to, and also it shows some examples, which is something very interesting to see examples also for successful companies. Can you all see? It's clear?
Yes, doctor.
Have a look at this video kida and we'll talk.
Orderly collection of detailed knowledge about individual customers or prospective customers is called a customer database. This information is always up to date, available, and usable. It proves to be a crucial collection of information for generation of a lead, qualification of a lead, sales of products or services, or for maintaining relationships with customers. This database of customer information is collected through transactions of customers, the information registered by them, telephone queries, cookies, and all other types of contacts with customers. Moving on, ideally, a thorough customer database will also contain, first, information about the past purchases of a customer, the demographics like age, income, family members, birthdays, psychographics like interest, opinion, and activities, media graphics, which is your preferred media content, and all other useful information. Moving on to data warehouse and data mining. A company's contact center collects data from the customer. This data is then arranged into a data warehouse. Data warehouse helps marketers to seize, question, and examine the information in order for them to make assumptions about the sole customer's requirements and reactions. Data mining uses advanced statistical and arithmetical techniques. Some of the techniques used are cluster analysis, automatic interaction detection, predictive modeling, and neural networking. Now moving on to database marketing. The procedure of establishing, preserving, and utilizing customer databases and other products, suppliers, or resellers' databases with the intention to connect with, carry out, and construct relationships with customers is called database marketing. It is a direct form of marketing. This form of marketing uses the information of customers to create carefully selected lists for direct communications of marketing. Now, moving on to the advantages of database marketing. First, to distinguish potential customers, numerous companies create sales lead by advertising their products or services. These adverts sometimes include a type of response feature. The response feature could be anything like a link to a homepage, a toll-free phone number to contact on, or a business reply card. Customer reactions from these response feature help in creating a database. Next, to help decide which proposal should be presented to which customer. Companies wanting to sell, upsell, and cross-sell products and services line up the indicators that would describe the perfect target customer for a specific order. These indicators are then run through the database to find out all the customers that come closest to the idea of the perfect target customer. Companies can improve the precision of targeting by recording response rates. Moving on to the third, to intensify the loyalty a customer feels towards the company or brand. Companies should remember customer preferences. Gifts, discount coupons, and reading material should be sent according to their preferences. These actions help in building interest and enthusiasm in the customer. Next, to reactivate the purchases of customer. Automatic marketing or automatic mailing programs use information databases to the fullest extent. It helps in sending out personalized birthday or anniversary cards, reminders for holiday shopping, or promotions during the off-season. The database also helps the company make lucrative or well-timed offers to the customers, which can help in increasing the sale. Next, decide the best channel and the best time to engage customers. Wastage of time and money of the campaign can be saved by not indulging with the customers who are unlikely to respond. This helps in improving the effectiveness of marketing. Next, aids the sales staff. The support staff, having a 360-degree view of the interactions between the customer and the brand, assists in refining the customer service provided. Now moving on to the challenges of database marketing. The first, decomposition of data. A profile becomes outdated every time a customer or a prospective customer changes their name, moves to a new address, gets a new email ID, changes their job, or earns a promotion, etc. Even a skillfully administered database decomposes at an average 2 to 3% each month. This math could sum up to about one-third of your data ending up as invalid. Next, the accuracy of the data. Sometimes we do not receive correct information from the customers. The database can be usually impacted by incomplete information, typing mistakes, and handwriting illegibility. Third, acting on customer data well in time. The collection and analysis of data is just the final step in the process. After gaining the information from the analysis of data, the company has to be quick enough to take advantage of the interests of the customer and their interactions with the brand. Next, employee oppose becoming customer oriented. Employees think that it is simpler to carry on with conventional transaction marketing than to perform CRM. Effective database marketing will require managing and training employees along with dealers and suppliers. And finally, some customers don't want any connection with the company. Not all customers would be glad of the fact that the company has collected private data about them. The consumer should have the right to not share their information, and online companies should describe their privacy policies. Now let's look at some examples of companies practicing good database marketing. Let's start with the first one, that is Nike. Nike's Fit app. Customers can get their ideal shoe size by clicking a picture on the Nike Fit app and finding a pair for themselves with every style. Nike states that the app uses computer vision, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and recommendation algorithms to measure the full shape of both feet, offering the ability to know your truly perfect fit. Your sizing data is then saved on your Nike Plus profile. This helps you to know the right size wherever you shop the next time. Moving on, the acquisitions in Nike. Nike has acquired deeper insights through acquisitions. Nike acquired a company in 2018 called Zodiac, which leads in data analytics. Through Zodiac, Nike can assemble data points from customers. These data points are collected from Nike app and other devices that are connected like Fitbits. These apps help in understanding customer habits and in turn predict the purchasing decisions of customers. Nike has upgraded its customer acquisition and retention over time. The analytical insights are used to identify customers, to target them, and knowing when to target them. On an average, if a customer buys shoes every 6 months and it's been 12 months since a single purchase has been made, Nike will reach out to the customer and remind them to
see how Nike is using database marketing. This is a good example. Please focus here, please.
Start their purchase cycle. And the final strategy from Nike. Earlier called Easy Kicks, Nike has a shoe subscription service for kids, which is now called Nike Adventure Club. Nike exploits the fact that kids outgrow their shoes. Nike analytics show the frequency at which the kid needs new shoes and when do parents look to buy them. Kids tend to be brand agnostic, but by removing the pain of
From where do they get this information? From tracking down the data in the database. This is يعني predicting future behavior of consumers, predicting what's the next trend. This comes from close and intimate data collection and making it يعني, very trying to be analytical, try to getting insights, and very interesting to see how the big names are utilizing database marketing. Okay.
going out to buy new shoes, Nike has developed major customer loyalty in the hearts of parents as it makes life easier for them. Moving on to our next example of Amazon Data Lake. The worldwide financial operations team of Amazon has the daunting task of tracking almost petabytes of data. One tiny miscalculation of metric or delay in data collection and calculation can have an impact worth millions of dollars.
Of course.
Keeping in mind the severity of the situation, in 2019, a solution was offered to make a data lake that can hold up one of the largest logistics networks on the planet. This data lake is internally called Galaxy Data Lake. Moving further, after the conception of the Galaxy Data Lake, all different teams are now working on moving their data into it. A data lake is a centralized guarded vault. It lets you stock, administer, locate, and share all of your organized and unorganized data at any scale. Data lakes do not need a predefined schema. This is why raw data can be processed without knowing what insights you might want to explore in the future. Key components of data lake include ingest structured and unstructured data, stores, secures, and protects data at unlimited scale, connects data with analytics and machine learning tools, and catalogs and indexes for analysis without data movement. Moving on to the final example of Dominos. Dominos data collection. Talent offers a big data product, which is an open source integration software provider for data-driven companies. Dominos has leveraged on this software to build an infrastructure that aggregates data from certain channels. Dominos has various sources through which it collects data, such as the point of sale system, supply chain, other enrichment data sources such as United States Post Services, data related demographics, and competition data. It is well equipped to do more than a simple sales forecast for the next quarter. Jan Urich is the Vice President of Enterprise Information Services at Dominos. He stated in an interview with Forbes magazine that ordering a pizza isn't a single consumer activity, or at least it shouldn't be, in my opinion. According to him, it's a household practice that the entire family takes part in. Moving on, for this very reason, the family or household is critical to customer segmentation. It provides understanding of the essential information such as who's the dominant buyer, who reacts to coupons, and what channel do they use to order with. It helps to better customize the special experience to the customer and grasp any chance that could be available for upselling. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on customer database and data.
I hope you enjoyed this quickly. It may seem a little boring, but you see the amount of insights that you can get from the data and the ways that you can better target your customers. الصراحة, it's very important that you integrate this in your projects, in your communication plans. How can you make use of this kind of data? You have to collect data about your business. And when you go anywhere, you buy anything, don't they ask you for your data? They store it. They take it and they throw it? No. They store it. They, put it in the right place. They analyze it. They try to predict future, what's going to happen in the future, okay, and so on. It's believe me, it's what can I say? It's extremely important nowadays. There's a lot of technology around. There's a lot of utilizing of many expertise and know-how. We're living in the information era, by the way. Now we are living now. It's a war. It's an information war. It's not weapons. It's not this. It's who can get the piece of information before. Look at COVID. What's happening now in COVID? Who's the leaders now? Those who are making the research, who have the knowledge, who have the information, who came up with the vaccine. Where is this? We're collecting data about patients, about their trends, about their lifestyle, about what's happening to them, and so on. All we're living in now is based on data. Can you see this? Is it clear for you? Tamam? Let's get down to business and see. Talk about some tools that we can be using. Let's differentiate first between two kinds of information or data that you can be collecting in your business. في طبعا operational data and في marketing data. Operational data is accounting data. When the last time you came, how much did you buy with, and so on. like in the marketing database is more interested in marketing information, like psychographic, demographic information about the customers and so on, current, potential, future, and so on. So this is all about the data and the kinds of different data. In the marketing database, this is the kind of information that usually collected. Who of you one has an experience in this with customers and that, and who has this experience of collecting data and sharing your data with stores, and then they contact you or whatever. Can anybody tell us any kind of experience about this? Huh? Come on. Hello, guys. No? No experiences about
Doctor,
the
can you repeat the question?
Go ahead, Marafi.
No, I said, can you repeat the question?
No, I want to know any kind of experience for you guys related to database marketing, that you have someone has collected your data in a store, or you have a loyalty program in some stores and they contact you and you have an experience with them. That's what I'm trying to ask about. You don't go shopping, you don't have your information stored in stores, you don't use shopping, you don't use the loyalty programs for collecting points and this, all of you, mashallah, you're all staying at home, you don't go anywhere. Well, Agid, you have some sort of experience about this.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, Shuruq, go ahead. Who's this, Aya? Yes, Aya, I can hear you, my dear.
Yes, it's me, it's Aya. So Doctor, I remember this happened in Bath and Body Works. They asked me for my body care, the products that I like, whether I like the fresh products or like the kind of smell that I like, and they start like sending me SMS and emails regarding every new collection they have in their stores.
Exactly, because they got your information. What else? Come on.
They got my information, they got my preferences, and yeah.
That should be how they used it, and they started targeting, and they started sending you the products that they predict that you will be liking, right? Or you prefer,
yes,
based on what? Based on the information that they have about you. Tamam?
Yes.
Tamam. Okay. What else? Come on, girls. What else? Who else had an experience with a store or with something similar to that?
Doctor, I have actually a question. It's not a direct like collecting of information. It's like through Shein app and Shein and Julie Chic. They have this electronic trackers like the cookies, and they every click you click yes, the information are stored, and then they kind of every month send you through emails the new products that they have in their stores. Like for example, I always shop for dresses, and they send me always email for the new collections.
Yes, and they start. This is exactly what Aya is saying. Bravo, Aya. It is the use of data. Yeah, how can I use the data? There's many ways: emails, permission. Let's go quickly to the tools, the different kinds of things that we can be using for this. Let's move to the quickly to the slides. طبعا you all know about customer lifetime analysis, the customer lifetime value. You know your one of the main objectives of CRM, customer relationship management, and database marketing in general, is to identify who are my loyal customers. Once I know them, I can calculate for them, I can make a trend analysis for them and calculate their customer lifetime value. Remember customer lifetime, what's customer lifetime value? Can someone remember? Come on. Can anybody remember what's customer lifetime value? خلاص, no final, خلاص everything is away. Customer lifetime value is what? Can anybody remember? Come on. It's calculated for who?
It's the amount of purchases done by a loyal customer over his life.
But we have to take away the costs.
Yes.
Yes, and this is this, and we calculate for all customers, thank you, Shuru, who are loyal to the company. So one of the things is that I calculate the customer lifetime value, and also I see, oh, these kinds of customers, they are loyal, right? What is their psychographics? What are their demographics? What are their behavior? How can I attract people who are similar to them and increase the database for loyal customers in my company? So this is all benefits from database. What kind of communication tools can you use for in database marketing? I will stop on the I'm making profiles for customers online, making all this is done too. These are the three here. I will stop here. 3 different kinds of tools that you can utilize in your projects. You can come up with ideas here. Permission marketing, frequency programs and loyalty programs, and CRM. These are the 3 different kinds of things that you can use for your IMC plans in terms of utilizing database or database-driven marketing programs, as you can see. Permission marketing, it can happen over the phone, over the, as just I said, through accepting the cookies on the websites and this, so you are giving permission to have access to your information. When you accept cookies, you are giving the permission to have access to your information. At the same time, come on, of course, it's in usually some of them, the emails come in spam and junk and this. I can call you over the phone. Hello, how are you, Shuru, today? How are you doing? Can I speak to you about our special offer, this? So they're taking permission to talk to you about their product, their offers or their products. Doesn't this happen to you a lot? From here, stores, especially beauty salons, sometimes banks offering loans to customers, spas, health clubs, all this. People who are trying to sell other products like pans, pots, vacuum machines, stuff like that. You don't get these kinds of calls at all? Or your parents?
Yes, we get.
It's based on permission marketing. How do they get your information? Through database marketing. And actually banks, they have access to read information. And when you suddenly, for example, you got some sort of amount of money from heritage or something, or business that you were doing in, and you put a good amount of money in the bank. Definitely, you will get a call from the bank. And definitely, you may get a call from a real estate business. They know you have money now. So the database starts back. You find the real estate business calling you. Oh, hello, Noura. They're not going to tell you, of course, that we know that you got money. They're not going to tell you that. They tell you, oh, you know, there is this new tower. It's going to be built, and you can make installment. You think about, why are these people calling me? Because they knew that there was money in the bank. This is conspiracy theory, okay? Yeah, and everything is related. It's like this. You're exposed. Like what's happening on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Khalas. Don't talk about privacy anymore. Forget about privacy. Once you, by the way, especially the iPhone, those who have, don't tell me that you have an iPhone and you're talking about privacy. Because iPhone, khalas, forget it. iTunes, you are exposed completely. So, and the smart marketeers, smart brands, you see what Nike is doing. See what Amazon is doing. They are utilizing these databases to better target customers, to get new customers, to find out who is the loyal customers, to try to attract new loyal customers in the same specifications, same demographics, same psychographics, okay, to provide better communication and better benefits to your customers, to build long-term relationships with them. You cannot bring a relationship with anybody if you don't know them. So database marketing is how you know them. So permission marketing is one way. It can be done over the phone, internet, email. There's actually permission marketing gives high response rates. Why? Because you take permission first. It's not like a random call. Okay, that's why it has higher response. And this is some steps of how you can succeed using permission marketing. And for example, 2 things are very important in permission marketing: empowerment and reciprocity. What does this mean? Reciprocity means that exchange, something happening. There is give and take in the relationship. Empowerment means make your customers feel special. Make your customers feel that you are just for them, that you are tailoring for their needs. Okay, and then you start doing what you have to do and exchanging information or knowledge or products with your customers. These are some things that happen or up to into email permission marketing that you can have a look at if you are, or permission programs if you're interested in doing this in your projects. And more bonus slides. Frequency program. طبعا these are the most common. Carrefour, collect points. Sephora, and get a gift. Qatar Airways, you have the loyalty card, the privilege card. and so on. This is very common. Some of these reward programs are useless. يعني for example, I had one of my loyalty programs is a Shaya card. You know the Shaya card? Really, it's useless. I'm buying with thousands of riyals from them and absolutely nothing. Oh, you're going to be in a draw. Oh, you're going to be in this. يعني what's this? يعني give me any kind of benefit. And this is very down. يعني what do I want to say? It's not motivating at all for the customer. And this is خلي بالكم, it's a double-edged weapon. Frequency programs is a double-edged weapon. If you don't do it in the right way, you may lose customers rather than gaining customers. There's a lot of disappointments in loyalty programs. For some people, you feel that they are tricking you. The company is tricking me. Okay, if I take care of that. It has to be easy. Okay, let me redeem the points. Like Carrefour. Oh, you have 13 riyal. You want to use them? Okay. Shukran card. Same. Easy to use. Easy to redeem. Don't make the customer feel that it's complicated. Okay, make something easy and fun for the customer at the same time. Benefits of loyal programs that are cited by customers. Of course, everybody, number one is discounts and savings. That's for sure. Yeah, it's nice. I like it, especially Club Apparel. Very nice. I open. Oh, I have 20 riyals. Okay, let me use them. Okay, so it's interesting to some frequency program goals. Common pitfalls. Take care not to fall in these pitfalls. If you're going to, you can suggest these things for your brands, for your customers. Tell them, why don't you make loyalty programs so and so? Why want to integrate this? It helps you also to achieve your cognitive objectives, your behavior objectives. Also, it can achieve also some of your affective objectives. It's going to be if it's going to involve some sort of interaction or involvement for the customer, and so on. There are some examples, principles, and using frequency programs. CRM. What's CRM? It's recording and tracking down each and every touch point between the brand and the company. The brand and the consumer. It can be over the phone, it can be inside the store, it can be online, it can be many ways. You are tracking and recording these touch points and then storing them and sorting them and organizing them and then analyzing and then disseminating for decision making and then predicting future behavior. This is the use of CRM and identifying who are my loyal customers, identifying who are my potential customers, identifying who are my defective customers and why did I defect with them, how can I solve this later on. If you are not going to benefit this out of CRM, thank you very much CRM, I don't need it because it's very costly. CRM is very costly software. Okay, so if I'm not going to use it from a marketing perspective, no need. And really, there is many success and failure stories for CRM as much as success stories. Why? Because companies failed to utilize CRM from a marketing perspective, and they were using it solely from a technical perspective for storing data. Then get something cheaper to store data. Why get CRM if you're not going to utilize it for targeting, for better targeting customers, for refining your targeting strategies and so on, and identifying your loyal customers? So take care. Tamam? Very important to take care. Direct response marketing, but this is another thing. Look at this methods of direct response. You can pick and choose any of these that are relevant to you, to your customers, to your projects, to your brands. Please, and this is a very interesting and insightful chapter. You have to read at your own pace. You have to get out these tools and try to use them if they are relevant to your project, if they are relevant to you. طبعا here, especially those that university. Where is Qatar University? Where is Lusail University? Direct marketing is important for you because you are using these kind of emails, this sending databases, high school students. This is your target customers. If your target customers high school students, you have to have access to databases and send them emails and send them promotional. This is your target market. Okay, so please try to be creative in your IMC or in your communication plans. I will leave you to look at the rest of the طبعا catalog not anymore. I think they're e-catalogs. Look and see how you can use direct response marketing, emails, internet, direct sales. Like some companies don't have stores. Some companies don't have stores, like Tupperware. They are selling direct sales to their customers. Tamam? Telemarketing, of course, very common, and so on. And then we have personal selling, of course. Personal selling mainly used in pharmaceutical products and pharmaceutical industry. You know, I give a lecture, by the way, in Faculty of Pharmacy now for 4 years or 5 years. I'm delivering it about marketing awareness. for pharmacy girls. They are lovely bunch of girls, mashallah, very smart and very يعني successful. I feel very happy giving a lecture in the faculty of pharmacy actually. يعني a very bunch of smart girls, really. I really enjoy this class. And they take marketing principles. We talk about pharmaceutical marketing, which is a huge يعني field of study. Very important because it's part of their business. They are selling the medicine, they are selling their ideas to the physicians. So it's B2B also. And they are dealing with high specialty customers, which are physicians or doctors. And it's not easy to convince doctor with a medical education. So personal selling skills is essential for their business. Also real estate, also car business, yani high tech business. All this requires personal selling. Okay, but don't tell me you're going to use personal selling for selling milk or juice or chicken stock or shampoo. Come on, no, it's too expensive. By the way, personal selling is too expensive. You have to train people, motivate them, compensate them. This is money, cost. So personal selling is utilized or used as a IMC tool or communication tool in specific kinds of businesses for fulfilling specific kinds of purposes and so on. So this is regarding, of course, personal selling. If you are going to be using personal selling, if it's relevant to your projects, this means that you'll be following these steps to know how to use personal selling. But for example, if you're going to be participating in an event, in a fair, and this, like I would expect some of you guys, especially those who are in universities and so on, to participate in university fairs and this to be able to be visible more in the market and so on. So maybe you will utilize some minor personal selling, but mainly it will be the event itself. It will be this and this, not the idea of personal selling that's common, yani, of having a sales guy and trained and with equipment. Yeah, this is another issue, and so on. But that's about that, yani, in this chapter. As I said, I just quickly go over the main points. I saw a video that puts it in a nutshell, so you can save time and know how to utilize it in your projects. You can read it again at your own pace and see what pieces are relevant for your project and for your customers that you can be using, and so on. So